Welcome back to 50 for 50. This is the video series where I take one horror movie from each of the 50 years of my life and review it for you. Let's get started. Today is the 1988 horror classic Child's Play, directed by Tom Holland. After being gunned down by Detective Mike Norris, dying serial killer Charles Lee Ray uses black magic to transfer his soul to a good guy doll. Later, recently widowed mom Karen Barclay buys the doll for her son's Andy's birthday. But the doll, named Chucky, soon reveals his sinister nature. Can Karen and Andy stop Chucky before it's too late? And will anyone even believe them? What child hasn't looked at their dolls and thought that they're secretly alive and do things while they're asleep? Unfortunately for Andy, that's exactly what his doll is doing, only it's not just while he's asleep, it's all the time. The idea of this sweet little doll being a ruthless killer is horrifying. And what child hasn't struggled with having their parents believe them when they're telling the truth, but the story seems so outlandish that it can't be true? But that's exactly the problem Andy's having. He knows that he's not doing the things that Chucky is doing, but nobody's going to believe a kid say that it was his doll who did it. Alex Vincent did an exceptionally good job playing the part of Andy. He was only 6 years old, but he was so believable and did such a good job with this. This movie had good jump scares too. I mean, you knew something was going to happen in that first scene with Maggie. You knew something was going to happen, but she just kept seeing nothing. And finally, she breathes that sigh of relief and you think, oh, everything's going to be okay. And then wham! That was the end of her. This movie did seem a bit comical. You really struggle with the fact of seeing the sweet little face on this doll trying to do something sinister and look mean when he really just looked like a sweet doll. So it did seem a little comical, but the things that Chucky did were not comical. You also see the themes of a mother who is struggling. She just was recently widowed and now she's struggling with the death of her best friend and the fact that it might have been her son who did it. And she's struggling with trying to believe him when she knows what he's saying can't be true. It's almost a relief to her when she finds out that really the doll is working without any batteries. He must be alive. But again, nobody's going to believe her. And that's the same thing that detective goes through. He thinks she's insane when she comes in and starts talking to him about Chucky being alive and the doll being the one who does the killing until he is face to face with Chucky the killer. But again, he struggles with the whole no one's going to believe